Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for coming to watch today. Today's is a little bit of a different message. I have had a Fae friend that's come through, and their message, or request, I should say, has been to ask the collective how, or start to get the word out on how each of you can better support this earth. They were quite upset about the fact of, how this earth is suffering through our actions and our imprint that we are placing on nature and earth as a whole, just even how we're treating each other and how we treat ourselves. So this is new to me. I didn't even think of doing one like this, so I'm actually really excited to do something different. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for 3 groups, and it's going to be, what can you do? What is your mission to help the earth at this time? Okay, if you can hit like, and if anything resonates with you or you'd like to share some feedback, pop a comment in. Please remember to be kind, and if you feel called, I'd love you to subscribe, because then I can keep sharing more with you. There'll be more content growing as time passes. I've only been on YouTube for a few weeks now, so yeah, I'm really trying to start to get things moving and feeling my way through this whole thing too. Okay, so really feeling in, allow yourself to center when you pick these cards. First I'll pick them and I'll go through this. So what is group 1's mission to help the earth at this time? Group 1's mission. Okay. And group 2's mission. I'm not going to tell you what these are until you come back for the group. What is group 2's mission for the earth at this time? And lastly, group 3. What is group 3's mission to support and help the earth at this time? Okay. So this is going to be the major energy for focus. I will pop these cards up shortly, and I'll leave it on the screen for a little bit so you can take a moment to center, breathe in, and whichever way you feel called to choose the group. We all have our own ways. I like to let it drop in for me in the number. Some will be called to, I'm going to pop some flowers on these ones. Some will be called to the flower, some might be called to the card. You might just get a drop in that tells you which one. Okay, if you need a little longer to choose, just hit pause, take your time. In the bottom description I have popped in the timestamps, so you don't have to scroll and find it. Just go and click the number and it'll take you straight to the time in that video. Okay, so group 1, group 2, group 3. What is your mission to help the earth at this time? Thank you. Hello, beautiful souls. As mentioned, here are the cards. 1, 2, and group 3. Hello, group number 1. So you have chosen the pretty pink, dark pink flower. So much passion. It's just such a beautiful color, this one. Just going to pop him right there. So group number 1, we have the protection guardian. Drop your shields. So this is going to be the overall energy for the base of your reading today. What we will be reading into is going to be about what is your mission to help the earth at this time. So we have the protection guardian, drop your shields. So really, I feel like the message coming through is to drop your shields of fear to step in the unknown. The fear of trying new things. There's this energy of it's okay, you can do this, it is all new. It can be hard to start to make changes that support our earth when we are so used to using the ease of access of so much these days in the collective of, you know, food and products and that. So drop your shields in the sense of you don't need to protect yourself from the change, okay? You have a little eye sort of marble here in her hand, and there's some on her shoulders, and it's like she can already see the trusting of what is to come, and it is okay. She's protected. The peacock feathers on her head. So there's plenty of eyes, because the peacock feathers are like the eyes as well. So it's like there's this all-seeing. Okay, so you already have that inner seeing, that inner knowing. You don't need to have your shields up. You already know how to do this. Okay, so first things first, we will pull some oracle cards, and once I've got them out, then we'll start reading in, okay? So group number 1, what is your mission to help the earth at this time? We have the pentagram, protection, balance, and unity. We have the oak guardian, threshold, answers, and open mind. And these, group number 1, what is your mission to help the earth at this time? We have Florida water, natural form, enchanted potion, and red roses. And cleansing. Interesting, I know this isn't a rose, but it's reddish pink. So, yeah. So the pentagram, card number 27, protection, balance, unity. So number 27 may have some significance to you, or the number 9. Here we had protection, guardian, drop your shields. So it's time to find that balance within yourself on how you can bring unity between you and the earth, and adopting new practices that can support the earth, okay? There is also an element of you being a protector of the earth here too. So you are absolutely here to give more insight to others, because as you adopt these practices and learn to drop your shields and take that step into trying new ways of honouring yourself and the earth by perhaps the way you choose to eat, or the things you choose to do, in that sense, you are actually going to be protecting the earth. We have here number 2, the oak guardian, threshold, answers, and open mind. So coming in with an open mind, you will find the answers that will assist you in dropping that guard, okay? These are only going to come to you when you choose to cross that threshold. So when you choose to make that step, it doesn't mean you have to jump all in and do it all straight away. But there definitely is an element of needing to start somewhere. So that is why dropping your shields and allowing yourself to test the waters with something will allow you to slowly move into new practices, new ways of living, so that you can learn more. But you need to keep an open mind as you do this. And remember, it's about balance. So find that balance in yourself to not overwhelm yourself. We want to make sure that you're not taking yourself down a path where you're going to overwhelm yourself with it and then stop. Okay? By finding balance, you are showing those around you that they too can do it, that it is possible. And in that balance, you're also finding ways in how you can support the earth in the balanced way of what you choose to do, how much you take of the changes you do and how much you give. And there's that unity that'll come with that. With card number 31, we have Florida Water, Natural Form, Enchanted Potion, and Red Roses and Cleansing. So through this, you are going to learn a whole new cleansing of self. Your mind is going to be cleansed of any old patterns and thoughts. You will be able to let go of old thought patterns and habits. As you slowly take this on, you'll return to your natural form, which is where you would have been if we didn't have the influence of the way society has now started to live. It's like there's this enchanted potion here that will transform you with this cleansing as you take on this whole new way of living. And remember, it's balance. It's not, you know, if you watch my last video, I talked into this a little bit, just a shorter video on what this Faye friend of mine that has come through and asked for this reading to be done. I asked some oracle questions and talked into it. So yeah, one of those things here was, like, I used the examples of if you use up your dishwashing liquid or clothes washing liquid, next time be more thoughtful in the next product you purchase that's more sustainable and better for the environment. Okay, so this is what I mean by balance and slowly bringing in whatever this new change resonates with you, that you want to step in, start helping. But either way, you are going to revert back. You'll start to see what the natural form actually is. And you will become passionate about protecting the earth and being more of a voice for this element of life. And, you know, just more, even if it's only advocating to your friends, it's whatever level you are on, you'll become more of an advocate in how we can better serve our earth and protect it, the beautiful environment we have. So I'm going to ask some more. I'm going to pull out some more cards on how can group number 1 get started with this action. How can group 1 get started with this action? Okay, so we have 2 really cool cards here. We have Septarian Nodules, Way Shower, Shake Up the System, and Cellular Upgrades. This has the earth element with it. Then we have the Empress tree, catalyst for change, clarity, freedom, and unbinding. And it's got the air element with it. So your way to action this is by being the way shower. Initially, crossing that threshold and taking that first step and opening your mind, and the answers will start to come. With this, you're going to shake up your whole system. You're going to receive cellular upgrades because the spirit team that are supporting you through this, or are watching you do these changes, they are going to see you doing this and go, wow, I'm so proud of the work you're doing. Like, keep going. And in order for you to keep going, they're just going to make this easier for you. They're going to provide cellular upgrades to your system to allow you to step in and truly start to embody these changes. As mentioned before, you will become the way shower for others to do this, just by naturally doing it for yourself. With the catalyst for change, you're going to learn through this clarity and freedom in the action of doing this. It's like you're going to receive so much support in those upgrades that there's more freedom in doing things different to what everyone else is doing, and starting to actually honour Earth and honour what we already have to serve the purposes of whatever it is you are changing that supports the Earth more. The Empress tree has these beautiful roots, just completely grounded in, yet still reaching up into the ethers, into that beautiful air, sky energy of just freedom and knowing. With the purple, it's like as it's up in the ethers, it's like there's more of a seeing, more of a awareness. That's that clarity, that third eye. And it's just going to give a whole new sense of freedom. Because as you start to learn better ways to support the earth, and you make these changes for yourself, you're going to go through huge, huge changes in you to just feel so much freer. So although the action is to unbind yourself and just do it, you will receive the gift of clarity, freedom. And you will, as a result, be the way shower. You will be the catalyst for change for others. And the more of you that you provide this way showing to and how to do this, you create this same cycle back for them. Okay? They become a way shower. They create catalysts for change, and so on, so on. So it's a gift that you are giving to them, that you are giving to yourself, and you are giving to Earth. So the call to action is going to be to start, to take that first step and be the way shower and the catalyst for change for others. And if you have a larger audience and a larger following, this is going to follow you into other elements of your life and business. Okay? This is something you will be showing people. It's going to be beautiful. It's like, yeah, this is going to be something you advocate for others to step into too. Okay? So beautiful, so powerful. And Okay, so I'm going to ask if there are any other general messages from your spirit team that they would like you to hear with regards to this reading. Any other messages? Okay. We have Apophyllite and Alchemy with cleanse, lifestyle choices, detox and nourishment. We have Crystal Dragon, sound and colour, new healing modalities, rainbow ray and solfeggio frequencies. So here, cleanse. You are being called to cleanse. Change your lifestyle choices, detox, and provide yourself with more nourishment, okay? So here we spoke about starting little things at once, little things at a time. These are just slowly changing your lifestyle choices, which are naturally going to detox you and provide you with more nourishment, okay? You may also feel like you want to do a full detox quickly. If that is food related, you might choose to go all in and not slowly change. Either way, you are being called to make this cleanse, to make this change with your lifestyle choices, okay? What can you better do to nourish the earth? The Crystal Dragon, sound and colour. You're going to be receiving some new gifts. We did have here with the cellular upgrades, which will come as a result of you stepping into, like, that's going to be one of the actions that's going to help you step into this. And it looks as though you will be receiving new gifts that are going to resonate with you through sound and colour. New healing modalities that you can provide to the collective to assist further in them developing these changes in their life and changes within themselves and their healing journey, okay? There's a dragon here, so it may be pulling in some dragon energy as well. And yeah, listening to some solfeggio frequencies or binaural beats to allow yourself to make these shifts and this transition as well. They might support you through this time. So honour this part of self, honour these shifts and nurture you. So I'll pull some tarot about what magic will be created for group number 1 from making these changes for the earth. We have a little ant friend that keeps running around my table. Okay, we have Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. And Ace of Swords. Okay. And basically here, we are seeing that through this journey, the outcomes are going to definitely highlight that visionary aspect of self. There's like going to be beautiful, heart-led like bloom that comes with this. She's got this heart-shaped guitar, like she's playing this song. She's really pertinent here with the, you know, here having that sound and colour, new healing modalities. It's like you're going to have this whole new song to share. The earth is going to have a new song to share. There is this new melody. It's romantic. It's like, I don't know, it just feels just like, I guess the only thing I can really say is like there's just kindness here. That feeling of kindness being, that gratitude of this change. You know, the lotus flower opening out, and in amongst the lotus flower is this beautiful, passionate colouring and this heart. Just like you're just going to be opening up the heart of it all, of yourself and the earth. Your little imprint of change is going to make that beautiful big impact. There is a balance here that you'll be capable of, and it's like this constant balance with the infinity symbol that the two balls are going around that she's holding up above her. It's like this constant ability to flex, be adaptable with this balance, this new change. You know, all these little changes that we make like this allow the earth to become more you know, able to have more resources for other things. The resources aren't so stretched. The resources of earth become more balanced. It's like more for everything, more for everyone, more to nurture the growth of a beautiful future. And birds are tweeting quite loud up there. 10 of Swords. It's like this collapse of, like, it's like this, I feel like this is what would happen if the changes don't happen as a collective. You know, it's as though if we didn't have this way showing of more people starting to find the natural form and that beautiful cleansing feeling and growth that comes in these sorts of changes, it's just creating so much ruin. It's like a failure to our earth to not do this. You know, we think like there are 10 different hands holding 10 different needles here to poke into this hair, and it's like each individual has the ability to make change one at a time. And this shows the impact of one person. You know, when you look at a head and a large needle, sword-sized needle like that poking at a head, what's that drastic impact of that on a head size, you know, scale? So when we think, oh, one person, I'm just one person, I can't make change. It's not possible. You need to remember that the impact of one person is massive. Okay? One person can make so much change and impact so many more, and therefore support this beautiful earth to provide an abundance. And, you know, with that Ace of Swords here, it's like there's just this whole new power, a breakthrough of, you know, here's the key, like that breakthrough energy that starts to happen. The more we see, it's like a kind of like the twirling into the mind here, and there's actually a keyhole in the mind up here and the key here. Now, Swords is very much about mind and communication, so here it is getting right into the mind of others and providing that new clarity of change and the possibilities that are here. This is victorious. There's breakthroughs that happen with this. You know, you see these little stars all over the jumper or top here, and it's like there's infinite force of power just driving through. Okay? That change that can be made to so many souls by you stepping in and doing this and showing the way, because of that catalyst effect, that you show one person, they show another and another and another, or they may show 2, 3, who each show another and another and another. You know, it's that catalyst for so many more to have their breakthroughs and victories, and therefore the earth as a result gets a massive victory, and that is more respect and love and nurturing of the resources she provides. So lastly, I will get just some little messages for group number 1 from these little cards. So cute. The gnome of mushrooms and buttons. Seek silliness and joy. They are wise teachers. And the honey mother. Sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. Yeah, so through this process, remember to stay joyful, youthful, experience that joy. You learn so much from settling in and allowing yourself to honor the process of this by seeing the joy in the process, okay? Not getting too serious in it. If you make mistakes, it's okay. You know, we're not perfect, especially when we're making big changes. No one's perfect. You're going to occasionally fall off path and need to reroute again. That's fine. Have a laugh if you do, rather than holding on to guilt and shame. Guilt and shame will just eat you. Okay? So remember the joy. And the honey mother, yes, bees make such a big impact on the earth. And you can be that little bee right now. Or honeybee that is there to make such a big impact, starting from the smallest of forms. And the last one for group number 1. The Winding Trail. Hawthorn and heathers, rowan and rue, Scotland's unique mysteries and magic are waiting just for you. The purple thistle flower is the national symbol of Scotland. Wear a thistle necklace or charm for devotion, resilience, protection and strength. So whatever you may have that supports you at this time in maintaining that resilience and strength through this, and you know, it's got mentioned here again, protection, which we had at the start. Wear that or call it in from your spirit team. Okay, you might wish to call in a the unseen form from your spirit team of the Winding Trail, this purple thistle flower, as your symbol to carry through and support you. Or you may have a symbol that you already have that you like to rely on and that you know will support you through this journey. Okay? And stay devoted to your path. 2 of Cups. The heart you hold is pure and deep. Be sure of the company you carry and keep. Meditate on the 2 of Cups tarot card. A potential new partnership lies ahead. So yes, you are partnering with Mother Earth. Madre Tierra. Mother Earth, and she's going to walk alongside you in this journey. You have a whole abundance of spirit there to support you through this, because you are doing it for the greater good. Okay, your heart is pure. You have been chosen for this because your heart is pure. So group number 1, I hope you received messages that supported you in the understanding of this new journey that you have been asked as your mission to help the earth at this time. It is a very different one, and as I mentioned, it doesn't have to be grand gestures and, you know, the chariot kind of speed of doing now. It is in the small steps. Remember the honey mother. Sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms, as does the smallest of steps. Okay? If you enjoyed this, have a watch of my video I popped up in the last day or two, which I just talked into some of this. Okay? It's just a video of myself pulling some oracle cards led by the Fae that asked me to bring this message today. So much love to you on this journey as you bring this magic to this earth that we live on, and to all those beings that come into your presence. So much love. Thank you. Hello, group number 2. So, thank you for coming and watching today. We're doing pick a card readings, as you know, on what is your mission to help the earth at this time. So you have chosen this beautiful little purple flower, and I want to put it somewhere pretty. And we have the card Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. I do apologise about my dogs barking. So this is going to be the main energy of your reading today, which is looking as though it's really embodying all aspects of yourself that can connect with nature. Okay? So your mission, the energy underlying your mission here on earth is to transform and unveil your gifts. You have gifts here that are able to connect with the animal spirit, the animal world, both on earth and in spirit. Okay, so whatever that feels to you, you can shapeshift into that and connect. Okay, which is pretty powerful. It's a beautiful energy to have, connection with the animal spirit team, and to be able to just connect with animals in general. You may have this beautiful feeling of knowing that you connect with animals and bugs and birds and all sorts whenever you see them. You just have this innate ability, which is like you shape-shifting in your own way to connect with them, like showing your true inner nature. So what is your mission, group 2, to help the earth at this time? Okay, so we have blue, depressed, isolated, and help. And we had this one in group 1 as well, the Oak Guardian, which is threshold, answers, and open mind. And I have this one, which is blow web. I don't know how to say that word properly. Blodderwood? I don't know. Sorry. Wisdom, power, and transformation. I'll pull another card. Oh, what is group 2's mission to help the earth at this time? Okay. Modern roots, respect, survival, liberation, and freedom. So, first we have blue, which is card number 11. Interestingly enough, we have card 2 and we have card 22. So 11 equals 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I said more 2s than I needed to then. Anyway, 2s are a theme, okay? So if you're seeing a lot of 2s at the moment, perhaps these are signaling a sign to you to be focusing here. 2 is a number in numerology that represents that balance, duality, harmony. You know, we think of 2 partnerships, you know, that coming together. So perhaps this is you really coming together with this animal kingdom in one way or another to support. Okay, there is an element of support you are going to be providing that involves animals, and it might be working with spirit, animal spirit, in healing modalities, whether it's in shaman work or in shamanic work, or in perhaps it's working on the earth plane with animals, in supporting the trying to remember the word, those animals that are in need of support and help, that are in troubled times, or the conservation of animals. Okay, and this doesn't just mean main animals. I'm going to take this as all biodiversity, you know, anything involved in that biodiversity of the planet, in terms of like insects, you know, bugs, reptiles, birds, all that, they all contribute. Okay, I feel like this is the energy of the earth in terms of animals. They don't have a voice to speak for themselves. In fact, I'm just getting this really sad feeling with this card. Like, it actually came up in me as an emotive feeling, like, because it says depressed, isolated, and help. The blue wings. Animals and the earth don't have a voice for themselves. We are their voice. So without our voice, there is that isolation. They can't ask for help. Okay? The oak guardian is you. You are their support. Group 2. And the card is number 2, group 2. You are the oak guardian. That threshold that stands in the middle of what is trying to destroy them, what is trying to destroy their environment, and their help, their survival, their truth being spoken. So open your mind and provide these answers. And there is so much wisdom in this process as you transform. Here with transformation, and here transform and unveil your gifts. As you transform into this new you and embody this gift that you have to connect with the animal world, whether it be here or spirit, you are going to gain so much power and wisdom to help them and support them. Even if it's working with animal spirit, you will receive the gifts and the knowledge and that wisdom to support the animals on the earthly plane. Okay? We want to give the depressed and isolated species a voice so they can speak. And allow them the liberation and freedom. So here with card number 24, it's an earth element card, and it says respect, survival, liberation, and freedom. So by you stepping into the power of becoming this activist, this voice, this hands-on helper, whatever it may be, whether it's on a small scale or whether it's on a grand scale, whatever your capacity is, you are giving them respect. You're giving them a chance of liberation and freedom, survival at its fullest, its happiest, its most abundant self with that sun. Okay? You are going to give so much beauty back, and the earth benefits from all its inhabitants being looked after. Such a beautiful gift to have. Oh, okay. How can you start this action? Group number 2. Oh, we've got this one. How can you start this action? Group number 2, to help with your mission here on Earth. So we have Azurite and Orchid, Liren, Stargate. This one was also in group 1. Personal power, healing, entanglements, and throat opening. So again here, you are going to be the threshold in between allowing the voice of these animals and these species to get the answers and the support, to get that healing, remove those entanglements that are there. So for you to action, it's starting to voice it, to start to heal your throat chakra and stand in your personal power of your voice. You know, they're like little stars that are also beautiful and showy, and it's like, I'm here. I am going to speak. I'm going to share, and I'm beautiful. I'm seen. You are being seen, and you're being seen for those that can't be themselves. So working on that healing with the amethyst here and passion flower, we've got violet flame, transmuting, breaking addictions and nervous system. So your action is to break your own addictions. Any elements that are holding you back at the moment from stepping into the power of this. It's time to break. I'm just going to open the book because there may be something in there regarding the violet flame. Might be some words of wisdom for you. Okay, so we have there's this action here. So this is a fire element card with action. And amethyst medicine wants to dig deep through all parts of you to help you transmute any blockages due to negativity and lower densities in your light body. It burns up with its violet ray, turning them into something positive. It is a calming energy that moves in waves to wrap you in its violet glow. Amethyst is a stone that wants to help you break unhealthy attachments, thoughts, and addictions. It helps the emotional body access the core pain of anger, grief, or fear held around this, and simultaneously connects with and soothes the nervous system so you can release it in a calm, safe, and held way. So I'm going to say, call in the violet flame to assist you in this healing. And if you've got access to an amethyst, you can use this to support this. If not, you can ask your spirit team to support you with the violet flame and amethyst energy. You can search guided violet flame meditation, healing. Yeah, I've done some myself over time. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them in all places. So I do recommend that with this. And with so with this violet flame healing, it's going to support you in stepping into your personal power and actioning this new voice that you have got to speak. So you've got so much to share. We're going to just pull group number 2. Are there any general messages from Spirit for you now regarding this? Okay, past life healing with Dives and Larkspur. Letting go of anger and forgiveness. And we have the Green Man and Moss Agate with ritual and ceremony. New spirit guides and tree wisdom. cool. So yeah, you're definitely been asked to use some past life healing here, which you can call on this violet flame to help. Okay, it's going to help your nervous system, any anxiety and fear you might have to step in. So action, first and foremost, action, stepping into some power of healing yourself, or if you can afford to access someone to support you in that healing journey, then you can access that through someone else that can assist you, an energy healer, or whatever you're called to. If you don't have the financial resources for that, there are so many elements that can support you, whether it be practices you can Google to do yourself with care and love, using your spirit guides to guide you, or, as I mentioned before, YouTube. I have mentioned this in another video before. He doesn't even know I'm mentioning this. But I follow this guy called Steve Noble, and I think he's from UK or somewhere around there, and he does brilliant guided meditations for all sorts of healing, and he does do violet flame, he does past life, he does all sorts, and I just find them really, really supportive and beautiful. So you can do works yourself, okay, unless you feel called to find means to reach out and do it elsewhere. Ritual and ceremony. You may create your own little ritual. You may decide to put some focus into going out your backyard and grounding yourself and asking for tree wisdom and your spirit guides. Tree wisdom may give you some new spirit guides to support you through this process. And I'm receiving a message that, in fact, you do have this to access, even through this whole journey. You can access tree wisdom. What a better place to access wisdom than those that a lot of these beings live amongst, trees. It's pretty cool. I'm going to pull some tarot now. Group 2. How will the earth and how will you benefit with these changes and with stepping into this new mission to help the earth at this time? Okay, we have 6 of Pentacles. King of Wands. Oh, Queen of Wands. Oh my God. King of Wands. This deck has, for the king and queens and the emperor and empresses, it has a female version and a male version. And we have the king in the male version, the masculine energy. Obviously, if you don't identify with male or female, we still can use masculine and feminine energy, because irrelevant of what we identify as, energetically, we still have feminine and masculine energies that reside within us, okay? There's that balance. So here we have the King of Wands in the feminine energy and the King of Wands in the masculine. That is so cool. Had a bit of a mind trip then, because I saw the other King of Wands. I'm going, what's going on here? Don't I just pulled that? Did I say that wrong? And then I realized, oh my God, this is so cool. So cool. Before I go into that, for you and for the earth with this mission, there's going to be this incredible balance of just gratitude. It's like, here we've got like the Libran, you know, the balance weight thing on the teapot, which is like the scales, that's it. And we've got 6 drops of water coming out. It's like there's this sudden, like, gratitude of having this support that brings balance back. Okay? It's like suddenly, even with the teapot tipping, it's still coming out balanced. So it's like having more love and energy put into supporting this area of your mission for the earth and for yourself. It's going to bring charity, support. It's just, there's so much gratitude with this that will be received for you within your own heart. And, you know, because Pentacles is earth energy. It's that root chakra, that real grounded. So there's this beautiful earthly, it's around health as well. So it's like it's just going to bring this beautiful, generous balance of health back as we start to work on bringing the scales back. Okay, just, yeah, it's so beautiful. And then with the King of Wands, you know, Wands is very passion, action energy, visionary, leadership. Both, we have the feminine and the masculine energies of taking control and being daring in this endeavor. It's like giving back to the earth the ability to have some control again. The earth the chance to feel like they have some form of leadership aspect within this again. You know, like I can balance again. I can do what needs to be done to nurture where it needs to for the beings that reside on me. And you too are going to receive this incredible feeling of, like, you're going to be this visionary that's just amazed at what you've done. Like, you're just going to be so daring because you're going to feel the power and you're going to start to see the beauty that's come of you helping and giving and doing good for the earth and for the animals, that you're just going to feel this massive power up of a balance of your feminine and masculine. Just, you're going to feel powerful doing this. And so you should. It's beautiful. The Queen of Wands is that confidence. It's like this, you're just powering into this, you know, leading people through this whole new journey. You're taking leadership of earth with confidence. You're taking leadership of caring and tending to this gift, this mission that you have, with so much passion. And there's just, like, it's like, you know, the sunflower. It's just so vibrant. It's just so beautiful. It's like the sun is shining. That's how it feels. And I feel like that's how the earth is going to feel. So balanced in the dualities of the masculine and feminine, in that control and that real beautiful support structure there for all the living beings in animal form, insect, etc., on the earth plane. And it's just abundant in the confidence and the beauty that, yeah, it's just going to feel powerful. She just wants to put on a show. She's going to feel like she can again. Oh, so amazing. Okay, pile number 2. I'm just going to pull some last little words for you. The old paths walk in unknown territory to see from a new perspective. And the troll Fae follow the secret signs, as treasures can be found where you least expect them. Sorry about that siren going in the background. Just going to have a quick drink. Okay, so transform and unveil your gifts. Don't be afraid to walk in the unknown territories. You are going to discover a whole new path. You're going to view life so differently and abundantly. There's just so much joy with this mission you have, this gift you have to share. There is going to be treasures in places you never would have dreamed of. And the universe is going to support you through that. Group number 2, some final messages. Ritual of fire. Runes of power with candles and flame. In sacred fire, I make wisdom your name. Carry opal or amber for inspiration and shamanic journeying. So that's interesting because we did discuss earlier shamanic skills as well as a potential. And this is saying carry opal or amber for inspiration and shamanic journeying. So perhaps stepping into, with this past life healing and ritual and ceremony, that may be something to look into, whether it's, I know certain shamanic journeying you shouldn't do alone. It needs to be facilitated and supported due to astral projection abilities that can happen through this, and to ensure you come back down. Sounds scary, but it's really not. It's actually a beautiful process, truly beautiful process. There's so much growth that can be had in the journeying with a shaman, or through someone that can support that shamanic journeying. Okay, or be your own shaman and get out into nature, and as we said before, connect with tree wisdom. You may find some new spirit guides in that shamanic realm. And the fact that it's got ritual of fire, and here the main cards were of the element in the suit of fire. So there's so much passion here, and fire, action, power. So really take that as a message there too. And it's funny though, because we've also got ritual of water. So there is also that. The druids bless your aura with a protective ring, whispering prayers over water and holy springs. Let the water cleanse your heart. Carry Larimar crystal for happy confidence and clear communication. So if you are feeling that you are at a pause at all, and you're feeling like you're struggling to really communicate with yourself this forgiveness and letting go of this anger, a ritual of water would be beautiful for processing that energy. And I did pop up a video the other day which was about, you'll see it, it's got my face on it, it's got balance, it's about balance and energy. And I did speak of a little water ritual in there, in doing that in the shower. So water rituals don't have to be massive things, okay? They're just whatever you're called to do. So group number 2, this is so powerful. You have this amazing gift to support the beautiful creatures, the animals and other creatures within this earth, and to therefore support earth, because all these creatures and animals, in their process of living and doing what they need to, they, you know, for example, worms, they may go into the soil and do things for themselves, but inadvertently they are turning the soil and assisting the soil in aerating and moving. You know, every creature has a purpose that supports the earth. So by protecting the creatures, we are protecting the earth. So it's so nice to connect with your beautiful energy, this wonderful earthliness here. And yeah, I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. If you'd like to pop a comment in, it'd be beautiful to hear the feedback on that. So thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best on this journey. Take care. Hello, group number 3. Thank you for popping in today. You have picked the card with the little pink daisies, which are sadly starting to wilt because it's a little bit hot today in here. But they're still beautiful nonetheless. I'll pop them right there. And we have the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So this is going to be the main energy for your reading today. You're reading about what is your mission to help the earth at this time. So it looks as though you are going to be a way shower with a very underlying energy of love, but always remembering yourself to be loved, to let yourself love yourself and to let yourself be loved by others. So we will look into this a bit more as I pull some more oracles. Okay, so what is group 3's mission to help the earth at this time? Group 3's mission. Oh, we have the maiden, innocence, love, past. Oh. And we have the gift, communication, gift and crystals. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, and some more. What is your mission, group 3, to help the earth at this time? Oh, I'm going to take these two because they've both flown out at me, so I'm just going to do it. Din, number 19. Wildness, enigma, service and choices. And 6, Hecate's path, cycle of life, night magic, crossroads and letting go. Okay, so I feel like your gift here is to help people. Okay. The other decks had different purposes that were a bit more focused at things with Earth, but I feel like this one is going to involve you. Say hello to our little ant that keeps wandering around the table. He must have hitched a ride with the flowers, so it's been in all the readings. He keeps winding in and out. So with the Heart Guardian, you're here to lead by the heart. You're here to show others how to lead by their heart. But you're also here to teach others how to receive this, how to receive love, how to give love. Okay, there's so much here. It's not just that, it's about loving all things. You're here to show the way of love. Working with people and showing them the way of love with all things. Okay, so reminding you of the innocence of the past, love, where, you know, when you're a child, that beauty of exploring nature and the earth and going, oh, flowers, how beautiful are they? All the little smells in the air and feeling different textures of the earth and just embracing earth for what it is, nature for what it is. Reminding that love that nature gives, that the earth provides to us, but also what we can as beings provide to ourselves and to others. Okay? There's card number 4. So if 4 is any significance to you at all. And we have card number 7. It's the same again. If number 7 has any significance, we have the gift. You are giving a gift to people. There is this gift of how to love, how we change the perspective of how we see love as a whole. The gift of communication. You will possibly be using crystals within this process of giving this gift to others. Perhaps you could be selling crystals too. You might be using them in your healing work. You might truly resonate with them yourself, but your mission here has this included. Then 19, we have wildness, enigma, service, and choices. So your service is about showing that amazing wildness that can be had in giving that love out and learning to receive, and that giving the service to others to see that there's choice in how we lead. To see the choices of whether when they process their dark, shadowy areas and they process their light, and that integration in there as we break that open, what's underneath. And there's just this whole unknown in all of us, and you're helping crack people open to see in. Beneath the joy and the sadness and everything as a whole, to reveal the overwhelming essence that is just to love. This is the cycle of life. There is mention here night magic, and here I was saying to crack open the shadow self, the darkness within us as well, to heal. It's like you will be assisting people in cycling through those aspects of life, through the moon phases of self, the emotive phases of self, of going, I can find love in me again. I can see beauty in the world again. I can share this and receive this. I can let go. So when they hit this crossroads, they will know what their choices are. And their choices are, they can choose. They can choose to find that love within. The I am self. Okay? It's really beautiful, really beautiful. So I'm going to ask group number 3, how can you start actioning this? Oh. Okay. Usually I don't like to take them, but I'm going to take them. We're quite dramatic in their drop. So start watching for signs and symbols. We have star elders with the astrophyllite and ginkgo. Signs and symbols, divine blueprints, amenti. So start watching for this guidance of the earth directing you on how to foresee your mission. There is going to be an element that stands out to guide you, your intuition, your guidance. You're going to know the difference when Spirit says, hey, just put something in your path that's there as a, here you go. You're going to know to heed that and go, cool, I get the message. I choose that. So actioning by starting to see the signs and symbols that are around. By starting to work through deep healing and seeing the aspects of yourself that's the shadow mirror, here with obsidian and hellebore. Deep healing, understanding and seer. So really working through that deep healing within yourself and understanding what your inner love is and what your choices are to move forward. Really embracing that seer part of self, your intuitive ability, your psychic ability. You have an element within you that has been gifted to be able to deliver this, whether it is through communication and your voice, whether it is heart-led, energetic, working with crystals. You have gifts to share. You have all the gifts you need to deliver this mission already. And if you ever have any doubt, your action is to look in the mirror, release any negativity, change the way you're thinking, become steadfast in your trust in the seer part of self, in what your intuition leads you, and watch for those signs and symbols. Because as you heal yourself, which is an ongoing journey, you're always going to be healing yourself. That doesn't just stop. And you'll find working in your gift, in this beautiful mission, you are going to hit new points that help you heal as you go, and that help you then serve and let others heal as they go. So really embracing that deep healing of self whenever it arises, but understanding it for what it is, seeing it for the gifts that it is. And the Empress tree, which is the catalyst for change. So when you start balancing this seer part of self, you will receive that clarity and that freedom of thought. It's like you become this impressive, steadfast catalyst for change, who is unwavering with whatever is thrown at them. You become rooted in the essence of your intuitive knowing, and knowing that you are 100% clear on what your mission is. And as a result, you become that catalyst for change for yourself and others. It's just this majestic Empress tree. It says the Empress tree, catalyst for change, clarity, freedom, unbinding. You become this Empress tree by actioning these elements of self, being aware of your intuitive self and the signs that are given to you by Spirit as you go through your path. I'm going to pull some tarot now. What are the results going to be for Earth and for yourself? Are you stepping into this beautiful wisdom, this mission that you have to offer? Group 3. Okay, with Page Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and 3 of Cups, and lastly 2 of Wands. So there's going to be this return to innocence, which we mentioned here. It's like you and those you interact with, as a, you know, Earth is going to be reminded of this beautiful, just like, this reminds me of a child. Like, look, I'm looking at a fish in a teacup and it looks like he's sitting out there having a chat with her. It's like believing in anything, just dreaming, just enjoying that inner child joy of self. I feel like that energy is here for Earth too, not just for you and for those you assist on this Earth to find that love within themselves. It's also the Earth that receives that beautiful energy. It's like, it's just, I love this beautiful innocence here, this card. It's always beautiful. I enjoy it. It's like starting to really allow Earth to feel like there's this new shift within the collective, where there was once isolation and struggle, people experiencing hardships and loss. It's like by bringing in so much love you know, this will become the old energy and become less of the current. And as we move forward, it'll become even more powerful for people to break free from. There are going to be situations where people that you are working with and yourself and the earth is going to feel this, there are going to be times where there's like this kind of, you know, stuck in the middle. I don't know where to go, which direction. And that was where I said here about the deep healing and understanding when that comes up for you and how to see it when it does, because emotionally that's going to happen. You know, we have that mind that comes in and plays up with us. So that's always going to be an element that's a challenge no matter what we do on this earth. Humans have ego. There is always going to be a difficult sense of balancing heart and mind and not overthinking. We have 3 of Cups, and so it's going to just create this amazing celebration of coming together. Community. It's like, you know, they're working together with the hoops. They're supporting. They're wearing yellow, which is abundant. It's like this abundance of support. So the earth is going to feel supported because people are supporting each other. And there's love, so much love to be had and shared. And finally, with the 2 of Wands, it's this passion in being able to leave the comfort of what is known. So by bringing in that love and that healing for those that are needing it, and really becoming that catalyst of change for people to really find their inner self, inner worth, and then they can lead with love. You are creating this passion in them to be okay with leaving the old ways behind, the comfort that they knew, which wasn't really comfortable at all. You give permission for those first steps to take place and to continue making those first steps every time it's needed, because the human self is going to fall back into this, as I said, stalemate energy occasionally, and that feeling of insecurity in that, like, that's human. We never have to stay there. There are ways we can find in ourselves to come forth and move out of that, and with the beautiful support of community and working through, we will be able to navigate that by knowing when we can, you know, when we step back in this energy ever, even if it's only for an hour, we will know how to take that first step again. We will have the world in our hands. We will feel full. We will, with a full moon here, we will be able to let go when it comes up, because we will know how. We will have all the love and that joy within ourselves to understand how, and to have a complete inner knowing of how. So finally, group number 3, I'm just going to pull some little mini messages. Okay, group number 3, any just general messages at the moment? Mandrake spirit, keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Dream deep. So coming out of this winter time, heading into spring. It's funny actually, because in Australia we have got the spring equinox coming up next week, I think. So this energy is absolute right now. We need to remind ourselves to still remain grounded, rooted in the earth. I spoke on this in a video I put up the other day about boundaries and grounding and energy. Whenever we fall in the wayside, by reminding ourselves to stay grounded and rooted to earth, we allow ourselves to, find our way back out again. Keep going. Trust in yourself. You have all you need. So yes, group number 3, this journey is going to test you at times, because when we work with people and challenges in the heart and the mind, and you know, you're going to be working with gifts of healing others and supporting others, just keep trusting in yourself. You don't need anything more. You are the star. You have it all within you already. General message for group 3. Ritual of Earth. A circle for spirits and ancestors on earth. Your life is the blessing of the old God's birth. Carry dendritic agate for transformation and purification. So yes, as you enter this new energy and this healing and starting to work with others to heal, you are the blessing of the old God's birth. You are here to give this beautiful new hope and love to all, to see better beginnings, because the more that lead life with love, they care for the earth, they care for the beings on the earth. So the more you do these practices, you're actually supporting the earth as a whole. So perhaps a ritual with earth, doing a ritual out in the garden, and yeah, calling in your spirit guides and just feeling yourself led to do whatever feels true to you, to connect that earth energy to help carry you through. In here, you know, we had that keep yourself rooted, so in the earth, so the ritual of earth is going to assist you in that. The midnight sky. Whenever the darkness seems too hard to bear, call on Saint Bridget to hold you in stillness and care. Carry chrysocolla for wisdom and deep compassion. So remember, you've got your Empress tree here, powerful support energies, and your spirit team, spirit guides. Call in for that support when you need that feeling. So group number 3, your mission here on earth is to lead with love, to teach those to love, to heal, to learn to love yourself, and to share those gifts to others too. Such a beautiful gift to have. And here's a little ant. He's still walking on around. So all the best. If you resonated, I'd love to see a comment, or just like. If you haven't already, love to subscribe. Yeah, I can't wait to feel the changes as people start to step into their missions here on earth and the gifts that they've been given. So much love to you at this time, group number 3.